And welcome back to Who Would Wins. And here's Domino. Domino, say hi. Turn, say hi. Welcome back to the Who Would Wins. It's October, so they're all pretty much horror, Halloween-based themed. And this request came to us from both Moonstar and Shadow King, who asked the question, who would win a fight? Victor Crowley from, I think it's the Hatchet movies. I think that's the name, because he's also known as the Hatchet Man. Versus Deadpool. Basically, two guys who more or less can't die. I've had Deadpool on this channel before, but just to go over Deadpool again. Wade Wilson, Merc with a mouth, had cancer, went to the Weapon X program, got inserted with a artificial healing factor that's constantly combating his cancer, so he's deformed because of it. He's essentially a walking tumor. But now he's not invulnerable. He's not vulnerable. He's not technically unkillable by just normal factors, but he's next to impossible to get, without basically incinerating his entire being and erasing him from existence or anything like that. You can't really kill him. You can stop him and put him down, but you can't really kill him because he survived being blown apart, being melted, being crushed, being decapitated, being skewered through the brain, having his head blown up. He regenerated from a hand. There was magic involved with that, but he still regenerated from a hand. Constant impalement, constant just gunshot wounds. He can pretty much regenerate from it all. It's just a matter of time period it takes to do that. Most minor things heal like that. Puppy, I'm not coming in the other room. I know you just want to go out so you can get me in the other room. I heard her go to the door, and she usually does that so to get the attention of someone. Deadpool's also a master martial artist, master in pretty much all forms of armed combat, be it swords, katanas, guns, explosives, grenades, anything along those lines. He is actually a relatively, despite being insane, he actually is a relatively intelligent person. So, his opponent is Victor Crowley from, again, I think it's the Hatchet movies. And apparently, what it is that he was the child of a man and a nurse who had an affair while his wife was dying. She put a curse on them. Child came out deformed with like tumor disease. His father died, and he died in the fire, but he's constantly like reanimated and keeps reliving the same night of when he died. So in that essence, I mean, he's physically stronger than your average individual. He does at least have some rudimentary knowledge like tactics. I think he once lured someone in with there's another person's severed arm. He knows how to at least use a hatchet or a machete or whatever melee weapon he can get his hands on, either to club or to slice. He can also just tear you apart with his bare hands. Though he's apparently not supremely bright overall. Probably just due to, sheltered upbringing and things along those lines. But he can't, without finding the thing he's after, in this case his father, which his father died and he looked for his ashes, and that's what eventually killed him. But apparently in the sequel he'll be brought back through convoluted, hey, you heard the curse that brought you to life. On a recording, it's going to bring you back to life. We're getting one of those scenarios, apparently. And that's stupid. Hell, Mike Jeepers Creepers versus Pumpkinhead pitch is a lot better than that bullshit. If you haven't heard that pitch, check out my Jeepers Creepers versus Pumpkinhead video. I actually thought that was a relatively reasonable pitch. You pay me money, Hollywood. I'll write for you. I'll be your idea man. I'll take a small check. I'll take a small check. It doesn't have to be big. Give me 20 grand. I'll fly in there every once in a while when you need me. 20 grand a year. I'm good. Add that onto my own salary. That's livable. I digress. So, even when he's like sliced in half, blown apart, shot through the head, like just basically dismembered, like gooey. Doesn't matter because he's not actually alive. He's dead. He's reliving his death, the day of his death, night of his death every single time. So he constantly regenerates. But that's not to say in this fight it's not about whether you can kill them. Because let's be clear, Victor Crowley cannot kill Deadpool. But Deadpool, well, he eventually could figure it out in just a straight quick fight, like when they first meet up. He's not going to know to go find his dad's ashes. But in that case, in a straight quick fight, Deadpool wins. Deadpool just blows him straight to hell and then walks away. Yeah, maybe he gets up eventually and maybe tries to track down Deadpool, who is a trained mercenary who could figure it out, and you'd be like, oh, and he's dealt with supernatural beings on a regular basis as well, so whoops, nope, and then just again puts him down for the relative until he regenerates again. Deadpool's gonna win the fight. Victor Crowley doesn't have anything that he can use to kill Deadpool. Deadpool has plenty of things he can, or put down Deadpool temporarily. And even if he just stabs him in the head, let's say he's able to cut his head off temporarily, and even then, there's no guarantee that's going to work because he can honestly just grow into a head half the time. So Domino, you calm down. So really, Deadpool wins this 100% of the time. Do you think there's a legitimate way Victor Crowley can win the fight, though? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. I didn't even realize I was wearing my Deadpool shirt, which is frayed, unfortunately. This was a birthday present. Sad, but I still have it. So, yeah, there will be a box office report and a what if on Sunday, and then we'll go into the usual, just to bring it back around next week. And I'll try to see Stars Born next week. I think Halloween comes out next week as well, I think. Wait, what comes out next week? I can actually check. It's my, I'm on my laptop doing this. So, let's see here. What comes out next week? Next week is, Bad Times at the El Royale, First Man, and Goosebumps 2. I want to see Bad Times at the El Royale. I'm also not opposed to First Man. Goosebumps 2 looks terrible. And I like the first one, but this one looks terrible. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Thanks for watching. See you later.